So all we did last time was explore this city, whatever city this is. Good something. Goodneighbor? Yeah, Goodneighbor. And we just picked up some side quests, so we're about to find the doctor that can possibly look at those brain pieces. And we can find out where the Institute might be, where Sean is living. Nick is supposed to meet us here too.
Well,
It's me and
Mr.
supposedly Piper, but who knows where she is.
Thought you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma,
Well, it's
but
like
I'd
Total
never
Recall
walk
in
out
here.
on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Ooh.
Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Okay. That's all we get. I want to see what is up here. Let's see what's up here.
There we go.
Okay. Just broke into her computer terminal. Oh boy. So whose is this? Kent Connolly. I don't know who that is. Let's see what he's... Silver Shroud Radio Show. Or all of his memories. And that's all his posters and toys are of that show. People gossip about the den taking advantage of Kent. But he's the biggest charity case. I guess he's a ghoul. He lived over 200 years. Amari put in some safety settings into his memory lounger so he doesn't starve himself to death. So he wants to live his days plugged in. It's kind of like the Matrix for him. Hancock. Mayor Hancock's memories are... Oh, so this lady thinks he was pretty hot when he was a human. Fred Allen. This is the high guy. So he came in high and wanted to go into the memory thing for an experiment. Getting stoned on Jet and then playing a memory of yourself being stoned on Buffout while you're still stoned on Jet. Committed. Claire Hutchins. Her memories are quite vivid. She's very meticulous and detailed. She had a cute husband when she was younger. Daisy. Let's see. So she was a hellion when she was young.
You sure you're not part synth?
Get out of here.
Of course. I guess you wouldn't know, would you?
Nope. Well, maybe. I don't know. You know. You know you're a synth.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Yes.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the
It's a
hippocampus.
shrimp.
And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his
It's just
brain.
a robot
Don't
brain.
worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
See?
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes.
She's not doing anything.
Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of.
You just point at him
The
for a
mnemonic
while.
impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How?
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite
Whoa.
fragmentary.
That's
I'll
so
try to step
freaky.
you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Can't go anywhere.
There.
So just follow
This
this.
is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Just Chippy. Chippy Doodle. What's this?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Oh, we like Grognak.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Mom.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
What a joke.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
No, I don't care about this.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Okay. I seize it. Oh, I'm big now.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone.
It's before his scar.
I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in
A
the
little
hub,
doll baby.
maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her.
He doesn't have his owie.
Not for 1 second. Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit. The gunslinger from the hub. Rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Alright, give me something I can use. It's all nice and everything.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect it.
Where is it? Uh-huh.
There's always
guy?
someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Mind if...
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Sit down.
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going.
He's got his owie now.
Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
What you talking about?
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Killing a family. There we go. Well, now he's a full-blown mercenary.
Mr. Kellogg,
There we go.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world,
They have to give me
and the world
backstory.
had it coming. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each
Ew.
time. They still
Like
give me the
eyeballs.
creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth.
Oh, okay.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. The first synths weren't all that.
Oh,
You
this
heard all
lady.
sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were
Their
just a
eyes are
convenient
moving.
boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Ooh.
System off. Shutting down.
Nice.
Impressive. We may have something to talk
Wasn't
about
ready
after
for a
all.
fat man
Getting
in
warmer.
its face.
One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated.
Aw.
Cryogenic.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course,
Where's
neither
my
did they.
bod?
Not really.
There's my man. Must be me in here.
Vault computers are still working. That's good.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller,
You thought wrong.
even if she somehow got thawed out. Big heads never
Damn
liked
it.
taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Checking through the
I was now the
logs.
Oops.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
It's all
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
That's right. Coming for you.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth.
Okay.
If they needed something done, I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
No. I got him. Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once. I'm not
Hey, it's my gun.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, where do I go? This
Manual
way, please.
override initiated.
I guess that's the way out.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
My baby.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
What else can I look at? Nothing.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off. Just the new breed of synths could easily pass as human.
Jeez.
Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines. Pure and simple.
He just needs the
Smarter,
stripes in his head.
stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Hardly get here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
What can you teleport to? Whoa. Whoa.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
He did. Whoa. That was cool.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
I'm ready. What? Oh yeah. It's a lot of talking.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
This thing's got stims in it.
What?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right.
Like
he was a
several
human being
times.
just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It wasn't all his fault. I can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
Good idea.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense.
Like I need a suit or something.
Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor.
I know where some power
That
armor
would be
is.
perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Okay. Well, that was pretty crazy. So I guess next time we will go to the glowing sea. Or, so it says talk to Nick, so we'll do that next time. So, bye!